BB for Hody and straight black pride, brothers and sisters. This is your brother, DC Radical 1, with another radical report. And today we're going to talk about a Senate scandal here in Washington, D.C. I wouldn't normally talk about stuff like this, but it's so ridiculous and it's such a sign of where America is right now that I thought I would cover it quickly just to show how out of control things are. So from Politico, says Senate staffer out after sex tape scandal. Let's get into it. Says what every DC group chat is talking about. We've had a lot of drama on Capitol Hill this fall. A House Speaker outed for the first time in history, followed by a brutal secession fight. A serial liar of a congressman expelled from his post. And now banking thousands of dollars a day doing cameo videos. And now there's this. Senate staffer caught filming. This is crazy. Filming himself, two men in a Senate hearing room. And I looked at the Daily Caller article. I was going to read that, but as it says here, it's graphic, and it is graphic because it has still shots of what is going on. So we're not going to look at that. It's one of those times where I stumble upon something, I have to look at it. I'm not going to, I'm not going to scar other people by them having to look at it. But let's just say, let's just read part of this here. It says, the video, which Reuters reports was shared in a group chat with Gay Men at Politics, shows two men having intercourse in what appears to be Heart 216. I guess that's the room number. The cavernous room that has played host to Supreme Court nominees, the 9/11 commission hearings, and former FBI Director James Comey's blockbuster 2017 testimony on Donald Trump. The action takes place on the days right between where Senators Amy Klobuchar and Chris Coons, both Democrats, were sitting at a recent Senate Judiciary Committee markup, in case you were wondering, which I was not. The Daily Caller did not name the staffer, but conservative outlets identified the person responsible as Aiden Mays Zarowski, an aide to Senator Ben Cardin. Cardin's office, after not commenting yesterday on what it called a personnel matter, this morning tells Playbook in a statement that Aiden Mays Zarowski is no longer employed by the U.S. Senate. That's not a surprise. We have no further comment on this personnel matter. Playbook also reached out to Capitol Police this morning to see if an investigation is underway and did not get a response. Senate leadership aides also declined to respond. So no one wants to talk about this at all. Our attempts to reach Mays Zarowski this morning did not immediately succeed, but he posted the following to LinkedIn last night. This has been a difficult time for me, as I have been attacked for who I love to pursue a political agenda. While some of my actions in the past have shown poor judgment, I love my job and would never disrespect my workplace. Any attempt to characterize my actions otherwise are fabricated, and I will be exploring what legal options are available to me in these matters. Okay, let's stop right there. First of all, unless he's saying that this is not him, Mr. Zarowski, I don't know what your lawyers can do, because let us think about our jobs, all of us who have jobs. And those who may not have a job but want a job, or those who have had a job and are retired. What, at any point in your work history, has it ever occurred to you to get intimate at your job, film it, and then spread the video to other people? Like, there was a time where, because again, this is two people involved, there was a time where someone in your circle would stop you and be like, I don't think this is a good idea. You know, I think of the movie Menace to Society, where they kept showing the tape of them committing a ridiculous crime, and you know, people were like, hey, maybe you shouldn't show this to other people. So I mean, this is just what goes through your mind to think this is a good idea. And I haven't seen the entire tape because I couldn't stand it. The little bit I saw from the still shots from the I believe it's the Daily Caller were they were graphic enough. So we're going to read one more article on this and we're going to close this out. But the only reason I'm covering this, because to me, this is a sign and a symptom of where this society is, or where this country is, and where it's headed. And for this person, Mr. Swarovski, to insinuate that he's being attacked because of him being a homosexual, as opposed to him being people being appalled that he would disrespect the Senate doing this type of activity. You know, it's true. You know, many times people accuse black people of playing the race card. In this case, he's literally playing the gay card. All right, so let's go to the NBC News real quick, and then we can close this out. It says Senate staffer alleged by conservative outlets to have had sex in a Senate hearing room is no longer employed. Conservative news outlets alleged that the aide to Senator Ben Cardin, Democrat from Maryland, appeared in a leaked video showing men engaging in activities in the Senate hearing room. Ben Cardin's office has parted ways with a staffer who conservative news outlets alleged was shown in a leaked video being intimate in a Senate hearing room. Aiden May Zerzowski is no longer employed by the U.S. Senate, the Maryland Democrats' office said in a statement to NBC News on Saturday, which was first obtained by Politico. We have no further comment on the personnel matter. On Friday, the Daily Caller, conservative news outlet, published what it said was video showing a congressional staffer engaged in intimate activities with an unknown man in the Senate hearing room. It added that the video was shared in a private group chat for gay men in politics. Now, this was interesting. And this is not the first time we had these type of scandals. And we asked, there's been far worse in the government. And, you know, I think about the page scandal, congressional page scandal back in, I believe it's 1982, 1983. But the fact that you also have there's a group of men, homosexuals in this group chat. Who knows what else is going on? Who knows what else they share? Because if you think about it, you would not share that with those people unless you felt comfortable and there's an environment where these type of activities I would think would take place. It says that NBC News has not confirmed the authenticity of the video or the identities of the participants. On Friday night, May Zerzowski put up a post on LinkedIn saying while he had shown poor judgment in the past, he would never disrespect his workplace. Sure. I mean, poor judgment. Poor judgment. Well, anyway, brothers and sisters, as we see, you never know what's going to happen or what is happening in the halls of Congress, the Senate rooms, the Senate floor. And this just goes to show that literally anyone can be a congressional staffer. I'm going to close this out here because there's not much more to say to this other than the fact that many people talk about draining the swamp and cleaning up Washington. Anyone who's going to take on that task has a mighty responsibility. And it's going to take years, if not generations, if it can even be done. So with that, I say a BB for Hodier and straight black pride. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also follow us on our other social media platforms. On Instagram, we're at dc.radical1. On Twitter, we're at dc_radical_ONE. And the Cash App is $DC Radical1. Again, thank you for subscribing. A BB for Hodier and straight black pride.